Hey, man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. It's your boy, Nephew Q, host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. And I got a couple of my compadres in the build with me. One of them is running a little bit behind as usual. He's on CPT, but you know it is what it is with that guy. But anyways, I got in the building. We're going to talk about this guy, too. Dak's biggest supporter, LeBron James' biggest fan club member, the president of the LeBron James fan club. We got Mr. Ralph Clay in the building. Clay, say what's happening, man.
We back again. Let's get to it.
And then I got special guests in the building, man. It's been a long time coming for this dude. We talked, what was it about? Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. We had a mutual friend linked us up together. So now I finally got him on Beyond the Game. He has his own sports podcast that he does called 48 The Zone.
48 Sports Zone.
48 Sports Zone, my bad. 48 Sports Zone. Make sure y'all check that out on Facebook. But I got in the building William Wells. Go and introduce yourself, my man.
What's up, fans? Hey, I finally got to make it on, this podcast I've been following for a little while.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just happy that, I got the opportunity to come and represent from Paris.
Absolutely,
hey, there it is. He's a big guy in Paris. He has a lot of connections and makes things happen in Paris. But we're going to get to some NFL talk. I'm going to turn this fan down real quick so you can hear it in the background. Let me turn the fan down. So we're going to talk about some NFL Week 1 matchups. My man William, he's a Bengals fan. Of course, people who follow Beyond the Game, y'all know Ralph is a Broncos fan.
Facts.
He became
Bo Nix.
He became a Broncos fan because of Tim Tebow. Go who?
He just talking. He's just talking. No, listen to him.
You said go who?
Bo Nix.
Hey, Bo Nix all right, though.
Thank you.
Don't do
Thank
that.
You.
Don't do that.
Please come on here and start telling the truth.
Bo Nix all right.
He's played during the preseason.
Hey, I came here to play mediator. You
Absolutely.
understand?
We don't do that.
Yeah, you got.
We don't do that. But I'm a Buccaneers fan because I'm accustomed to winning. But anyways, we're going to talk about Week 1 NFL matchups. I'm going to throw it around the horn real quick while Charles makes his way up in the joint. Ralph Clay.
Yes, sir.
We got a couple of nice matchups going on in Week 1, right? Tell me, I got a whole bunch of questions to follow with this one right here.
Okay.
You tell me, which Week 1 matchup will define the NFL season? Go ahead.
That is a question.
That's a question, ain't it? I did my research today. I said we got a guest in the building. I got to bring it today.
So we gotta kind of break this down a little bit.
Break it down like a fraction,
Right,
did.
So we're gonna start Thursday night.
Okay.
We got the Ravens and Chiefs.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. We got that tomorrow.
Friday night.
Oh, what we got
the
Friday?
Packers and Eagles.
Okay, go ahead.
Interesting.
Okay.
Going down the list a little bit.
Yeah.
I really don't see much more that will really determine the NFL season.
Right.
So I will definitely go with those two teams because I can see both of those teams being the team Ravens or Chiefs being the team out of the AFC and the Packers or Eagles being the team coming out of the NFC. So I'm going to say it's going to be Ravens and Chiefs. I believe the Ravens dropped the ball last year in the playoff game against the Chiefs.
Right.
I believe Lamar, I don't know what happened. I don't know why he decided to play the game the way that he played it, but he did.
He was trying to match up with Pat Mahomes. He's trying to go throw for throw.
But he did. So if I had to choose a game, it would have to be that Ravens and Chiefs game because I honestly believe one of those two teams could be the AFC champion.
Why you want to see my son?
Here he go.
Here he go.
Chuck as Will that's Chuck, man. He's a friend of the show. He does his own podcast. He has 48, the Sports Zone in Paris that he does. I'm going to let you get situated. I just asked the question to the fellas, which Week 1 matchup will define the NFL season? I'm going to let you take your time and get acclimated up in this joint. Will, what you got for me over here? Yeah.
For me, it's the matchup tomorrow night because me being a Bengals fan, Baltimore is in our division.
Right.
And, and the Chiefs, when Burrow's healthy, though, we wreck with the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. We got a history. We can beat the Chiefs. Burrow's the only one that can go toe-to-toe with them. Mm-hmm. So, for me, it's that matchup simply because, if you watch TV right now, they're talking about how Lamar's done lost weight. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to figure out, because he's in my division, so I'm trying to figure out, does that mean more running for Lamar?
He better not.
Or what that means.
That's what they got Big Henry for.
I was going to say, he better not.
And see, and another thing is maybe they just want him, a little more mobile. I mean, when he was at Louisville, I think he's at the same size he was at when he was in college, when he was running past everybody. So that's the most intriguing matchup to me is the Ravens because of Henry. In our division, we got to play him 2 times. Mm-hmm. Who wants to tackle, Derrick Henry for 2 games?
Not too many people.
So that's the most intriguing one for me.
Chuck. Which week one matchup will define the NFL season? What you got for me over, big dog?
Well, both my kids are playing.
It's really only 2 games to choose from, honestly.
You think so?
But I'll
Okay.
because I know you probably gonna throw
No,
something.
but
out there.
I think it is the Chiefs and the Ravens, just because the Ravens different look. Now they really have a back that can really pound the football. I want to see what this change is with Lamar.
But haven't they did the change the last 2 off seasons about how he's throwing the ball,
Well, I
throwing
guess
motion?
to be honest with you, I really don't understand what the big. Why would he want to lose weight anyway?
It wasn't like he was big in the first place.
That doesn't make any logical sense to me. Because if that's the case, you gonna run him some more so he can get broke up? That don't make no logic.
Right.
If you're gonna do that, what's the point of getting Derrick Henry?
Exactly.
So I think they're gonna. It's intriguing because I want to see how they're gonna. They are predominantly a running team,
Right.
So they are going to maximize Derrick Henry, to the fullest.
As they should.
It would not surprise me if with that defense that they have, if they beat the Chiefs, just like last year
They should have beat
when
the Chiefs.
Detroit beat the Chiefs, right?
Right.
And everybody was shocked. I wasn't shocked. I told you.
But the Chiefs were up and down last year too.
No, it was the first game.
Oh, was it? Okay, my bad.
First game.
Okay,
That's the first game.
My bad.
Right? So it wouldn't surprise me. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. They're going to do what they do, But I also think that, seeing Aaron Rodgers out there, that's intriguing too, because they say he's got it out there. It's just chaos with the Jets right now, which I find that hard to believe. But then again, no, I don't, because it's Aaron Rodgers, right? So
He brings chaos.
yeah, but they're going to San Francisco. Not going to San Francisco. They're going to wherever the heck.
I just seen it too.
Yeah, I think it's at San Francisco.
I think it is, yeah.
It is at San Francisco. So, but he's got all his weapons. He's gonna be ready to go. Everybody's down on Aaron Rodgers. He's 40,
I forgot one.
right? He's 40. So
I forgot one.
So it's gonna be interesting.
And he's coming off an injury.
and
He's coming off. So you went with the Ravens, Chiefs.
Yeah, I went Ravens and Chiefs.
Ravens,
Chiefs,
Chiefs.
yeah.
I'm going to go the totally different way.
Which way?
I'm going to go his other son, A-Rod, and the 49ers for the reasons y'all just stated.
Yeah.
Is A-Rod's coming off an injury, so him and Gary Wilson, they
We gonna
seem to
see.
be having a little friction in training camp. So I want to see game one going up against a Super Bowl contending team. Will this define their season on this game right here? And I'm interested to see how A-Rod finally does in the Jets uniform. So I believe that the 49ers and Jets for the Jets more so than the 49ers, will define the rest of their season. But now, let me switch it over to another thing. Give me some of y'all most anticipated matchups week one. I'm going to go around it this way. Will, go ahead and hit me up.
Well, I hate to be a homer.
Go ahead.
But I'm saying,
I was gonna say
I'm saying though, it's got to be Burrow because he's coming off injury.
You are allowed to be a homer. All right, you got Joe Burrow, you got T. Higgins, you got Jamar Chase, whatever situation.
Well, he just practiced today, so he's good to go.
So y'all
point spread just went
y'all
up.
have a chance.
Right.
So I understand your homership.
Right.
This dude over here, I don't understand his homership, but I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Will.
I mean that's kind of what it is. Joe Mixon's gone.
Interesting.
So, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a Joe Mixon fan at the beginning,
Right.
But he does a lot of pounding, so a lot of wear and tear on his body. So he wasn't as shifty the last couple of years. That's why we had to bring in P. Ryan to run the ball some and stuff. So we got Chase Brown though. Chase Brown, but watch out for him.
He's
Illinois
quick.
product.
Yeah,
he's quick.
Chase Brown, you got to watch out for him. And then, with Jamar Chase, he's holding out. I'm on these Bengals pages, and just some of the crazy stuff that people say, man. Like, I'm never one to watch anybody's pockets, man. If a person wants to sit out for whatever reason, for the money, that's on them. Because we here to try to maximize as much money as we can get
You
in
got
our
a small
lifetime.
window.
You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. So, they talking about burning his jersey and all of this. Now, all of a sudden, he done practiced today. And guess what? Now everybody's happy. They done forgot about all the negative stuff they done talked about for the last 2 weeks when he hadn't been practicing. So, and I want to see our defense, man. We are opportunistic defense. We're not really no lockdown D, but we just play
Bend but don't break.
Bend but don't break, you know. And for us to get over the hump, we got to be locked down, though, on defense. You know, we got the fastest defense in the league, I think, at corners. Everybody runs under a 4-3.
Will, I can't believe you gonna go with your Bengals. Y'all play the Patriots, man. Y'all ain't playing nobody.
Go on punishing people. Go
Y'all
on.
ain't
Hey,
playing nobody.
listen, we want to stop all the Patriots off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Gerard Mayo, you done came into a bad situation.
Bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Belichick left the cupboard dry.
Yeah, he did.
He gave him nothing.
You know what I mean?
He gave him nothing.
He left him nothing, man. So now I'm only saying that simply because of the injury of Burrow, because we all know if Burrow's upright for 16 games, we in the AFC Championship game.
I'm gonna come back to that because somebody sitting beside you is a Chiefs fan. I'm gonna come back to that.
Oh,
Look at it. You got a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Legend. Talk to me, man. Anticipated games of Week 1. What you looking forward to? Which matchup?
I want to see the Eagles and Green Bay.
The Friday matchup. I'm right there with you. I got it right here.
I want to see my guy Jordan Love.
See if he can continue with the last.
Yeah. I mean, last year, second half of the year, Green Bay came on, played exceptionally well. I mean, call it what you want to call it. I mean, they had San Fran down in San Fran.
Right.
Talk about it.
Right.
He was MVP.
Right. In the NFC Championship.
won.
Right. They should have won. So I want to see if they're going to carry that momentum over into the beginning of this year. Now, again, they playing the Eagles. I'm really curious to see what the Eagles is like.
Because that's the dynamic. Eagles was going like this, and the Packers was going up at the end of the season.
Saquon brings a different element to the game,
Right.
for them, as long as he can stay healthy. So even though Swift did a good job last year too, they were able to attack that by running back by committee. But now they got a dude back there that can run the ball and get him, as long as he got some halfway decent blocking, at least get him, 3-4
No
yards.
Kelsey.
Get him. Well, I mean, he's just finna just hike the ball. Let's go.
Lord, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't treat Kelsey like that.
Don't do that, man. He's a Hall of Famer, man.
I ain't gonna do that. But I'm just saying, I think it's a different dynamic, man.
Right.
Now, they did defensively. They did lose Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
But they got them Georgia boys back there.
We got them dogs.
But it's time for them young cats to step up.
So I'm looking forward to that game. I want to see how Jordan Love plays. I want to see how that defense is out there. They're young now. They're going to be bouncing around a little bit. And I want to see how Saquon does.
Absolutely.
Man, Ralph Clay, I'm going to get your thoughts, but we're going to take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. But before we go to a commercial break, I want to hold a moment of silence for one of our reoccurring guests that came on the show. He passed away last month, Mr. Oscar Woodall. He passed away on August the 28th. They just let me know about it today.
What?
So they just told me today he passed away last month.
Really?
Yeah, on the 28th.
Wow.
Yeah. So before we go to a quick commercial break, I just want to hold a
rest
moment
in
of silence
peace,
for him
OG.
as we go to a commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM.
Yeah. I didn't expect you to say that. Dang, Oscar.
You talking about Oscar? The one that used to come here all the time on the
That's crazy, man.
That's the way on the 20. They
You know
told
what
they emailed me
happened?
and told me today. Nah,
Damn, bro.
the owner just told me today. He's like, hey, just to let you know, I don't know if anybody told you, but Oscar passed away on the 28th. I was like, nah, I didn't. Wow. And nobody told me.
That's wild.
That's what I said. The same thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I said the same
He
thing.
definitely looked out.
I mean, I know he had his health
Yeah.
issues, but I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what he was, dealing with.
Dang. I mean, sure. When we do the Kenny Anderson stuff, what was that a few months ago?
Like
Wasn't that
May,
long?
June.
Yeah.
Something like
yeah,
that,
man.
May. Yeah. April, May, something like that. Dang.
That's it, bro. I carried that.
Man, when football season comes back, though, everything changes, don't it? It's like,
The world starts again.
Because it's the kickoff of everything.
Yeah, the world starts
Because in
again.
30 days, everything starts. Well, within 30 days, everything starts. You got baseball players, you got football, baseball players, hockey, basketball.
College.
You got everything. College,
it's out,
you got
yeah.
everything starts right there.
Love it. It's my favorite time of the year.
you know, like I got people that's in education system, and they say if you got a good football team, it kind of makes the beginning of your year better because everybody's looking forward to
Yeah,
going
to
to
go
the
to the
games.
games.
You know, if you crap, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody supporting you. You know what I'm saying? They got fights in the school because people saying you weak. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah.
Different energy.
Yeah.
Who did?
2K.
NBA 2K?
Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We talking about Week 1 NFL matchups. And Ralph Clay got the floor. He was talking about his Dallas Cowboys. He can't wait to watch them play Week 1. Clay, go ahead. Floor is yours.
You gotta stop it, my brother.
That sounds like you.
That sounds like him, don't it?
Sound like you, old Dak lover.
Come on, man. Chill. So what was the? We did the most anticipated games, but
the first thing we did was which matchup would define the NFL season.
This is the most
anticipated matchup. Yeah.
So for me, as a Broncos fan, it's been a struggle.
Jesus.
So I mean, y'all may not pay attention, y'all may not care.
We like teams
but
that
as
win.
a fan, I am anticipating what the Broncos will look like this season. Is Sean Payton going to give us something different than he gave us last year?
I got an answer.
At this point, I'm done with Sean Payton, but we got him for 8 more years, so I might as well get used to him.
What'd he do? What'd he do to him, Chuck?
He inherited a crappy team.
Yeah, and
Just like Gerard Mayo.
And then you're going to blame him.
I didn't blame him. It just seemed like
you tired of him.
He ran off Russell. Russell
ran off his son.
He never ran him off.
So, hey, can we be honest though about something?
Go ahead.
I mean, what has Sean Payton done without Drew Brees?
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? What has he done without Drew Brees? I mean, I never heard of Sean Payton before.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? I've never heard of him.
Don't do that, Ralph.
So
do that.
so what I'm saying is, is he really who we think he is?
We don't see.
That's why. Thank you for saying that because it's part of my.
Yeah,
but I'm saying though, what he said is part of my anticipation. I want to see.
And he's got a valid point. But at the same time, any of these coaches that win, they have a good quarterback.
Okay.
Right?
Get him a quarterback.
Get him a quarterback. Let's see what happens.
We'll see. And
what do you got?
Again, Bo Nix. Here, rookie, Bo Nix.
Anyways, Chuck.
Hey, listen, he's a new coach. This is only his second year.
He's not a new coach.
He's a coach in a new place. A coach in a new place. Let's not be literal. A coach in a new place. He has his quarterback for now. He got rid of Russell. He did not want Russell, so I'm anticipating to see what my Broncos look like this year. I didn't. Okay. In the beginning, I did because I was living off the hype. I thought that some of the magic
Seahawks
that he had with the Seahawks, I thought that he would be able to bring it to the Broncos. That did not happen.
Richard Sherman told you what it was.
Yeah, it did not happen. So I'm anticipating that, but I'm like you, Legend. I think that Eagles game will tell a lot. I'm anticipating to see what happens, what Jordan Love looks like. Jalen Hurts being put on that most overrated quarterback list was kind of disrespectful to him. So I think he has something that he's going to show this year also. So I would say the Eagles and Packers game. I think that Rams and I forgot. I should have mentioned them at first. The Rams.
I got you, big dog.
Rams got the Lions.
The
Rams and Lions, because I want to see if the Lions can bounce back this year.
The Lions is legit.
Yeah, and I want to see if the Lions
that's
are
at
legit.
home, right? That's at Detroit.
It's in
right?
Detroit.
So
That's in Detroit.
So
Detroit's
I'm
gonna win that
anticipating to
game.
see what the Lions look like this year. So if I had to choose two, it would probably be the Eagles game and the Lions game. But as a fan, I want to see what my Broncos look like this year.
Man, for me, I'm going to make it quick and simple. I got the Packers and the Eagles based off of what y'all said earlier, Jordan Love. I want to see if he can continue with how he ended the season last year. And also if the Eagles can rebound off of, losing to my Bucks in the playoffs and how they skid down the line. And also how Jalen Hurts. I'll tell you how we did it because that's what we do. That's what we do. Baker, Money, and Mayfield. That's how we did it. Baker, Money, Mayfield.
Really?
But,
Really?
Did you get him in your fantasy league?
No.
You're losing out.
He's smarter.
You're losing out.
He said ain't nobody even picked him, but
Still Still waiting.
He's still out there.
He's still out there on waivers.
He's still out there on waivers. But yeah, I want to see if the Eagles can bounce back, if Jalen Hurts can bounce back, which is with Ralph Clay. Another game I'm interested to see is the Texans and Colts, because now teams have a year of film on C.J. Stroud. So I want to see how he starts out the first game with teams actually knowing his tendencies a little bit more.
He's gonna
starting
kill.
off with game one.
And
So-
the pressure's going to be on him because he got all them weapons.
Because he got Tank
Come
Dell,
on,
he
come on,
got
CJ.
Diggs. Yeah,
Diggs.
so he got weapons there.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
But another game I want to see, even though it's not going to be a big game, but I
Right.
just want to see the Bears and the Titans. I just want to see what that is.
Yeah.
I want to see what Caleb and,
Right.
and all those
Yeah.
Keenan Allen
I wanna see it too.
possession
He
receivers.
got some receivers now.
I
He
wanna-
has some receivers.
Yeah, I want to see. I just want to see what
Hey,
they do.
So I know you're not a fan.
Nope.
But as a guy from Chicago,
Uh-huh.
how many games they win this year?
Hold on.
Oh, man,
Over
I don't-
under 8.
Under.
Under over 5.
I give them over 5.
I give the Birds 8 wins this year.
I don't know. I honestly,
I mean,
honestly,
Caleb Williams. I mean, Caleb Williams, man, he looks like he's an NFL quarterback.
Hold on, B Legend. Chris Jones said, I don't know who flops more, LeBron James or B Legend's NFL picks.
Right.
Hold on, Chris Jones. Hold on. You know, and I know that I am not a Bears fan. You know this. I have not flopped on that, but I said what I said, which is I'm interested to see the game.
He said,
You know who my sons are, Chris Jones.
He said,
ain't nothing changed.
Oh man,
Ain't nothing changed.
Chris Jones. Speaking of NFL, and also the other matchup I had was the 49ers and the Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean 49ers and the Jets. Yeah, 49ers and the Jets was my other anticipated matchup. But man, speaking of the NFL, Clay,
Yes, sir.
Will, 2024, we had a new Olympic sport, right? It was breakdancing. Horrible.
Terrible.
The only person who watched breakdancing was B Legend. That's because he used to be a B-boy back in the day. Right. 2028, Olympic Committee said, hey, let's throw some flag football up in this joint. So I'm going to throw it around to the fellas. Is in 2028, the Olympics is going to add flag football. So is flag football set up to fail as an Olympic sport, or will it capture the spirit of the Olympic Games? Will, the floor is
Man.
yours.
I don't know about capturing the spirit, but I do feel this. Like breakdancing originated in New York,
Come
right?
on, talk
Right.
about it.
There is no way that somebody from Helsinki, Finland, can come over here
Talk about it.
and start breakdancing.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, where did they get the U.S. breakdancers from? I didn't even see it.
I don't even know, and I to be honest, I don't even care, because it's like, bro, what are we doing? The judges, like, who made the judges qualify?
Exactly.
It was just whole disaster. But go ahead, though, man.
So I feel like flag football, that's an American sport, and we dogs in football. So I feel like that we could put a product out there on the field that'll look better than that girl that was break dancing
From Brazil, Australia.
Now she's rich.
Yeah.
I mean, she done got so many likes or laughed at so much. Now she's rich.
Yep.
But I feel like that we could put a product out there. I don't know where it would come from. Does anybody know where the players are coming from? Are they college?
I would
high
say
school?
ex-collegiate athletes, you know what I'm saying? Guys that didn't make it.
BTG group page.
Yep.
That's where they
You know,
come
is
from.
that? I mean,
You got me.
I don't know where they're coming from, but hopefully they better than them 3-on-3 players we had that was
Lord have
representing.
mercy.
Now that was
Basketball?
terrible. Yes.
Yeah, we act like we didn't know how to play basketball on the men and women's side. I'm like, what?
I mean, I guess for me, this is my rant for the day.
Okay, go ahead. Get it in. Hold on, before you go.
I got something else.
Moody said Chicago Bears 7-10 or 8-9. But go ahead, though.
Hey, I agree with Moody. I said 8 wins.
I mean, here's my thing on that. Like, so Tyreek Hill says he wants to play. Okay. I mean, I just got a simple question. Like,
Do what?
Like, who? Against who?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, what are we doing? Like,
I don't know.
Who are these dudes gonna play against? So you gonna take NFL players to play against who? So like we talked last week, we talked about the dream team and how the rest of the world's getting better. I got it. That's real. You got European basketball. Oh, that's fine. So unless we don't know something, are you trying to tell me that there's European football and there's some dudes over there that's playing football that we don't know nothing
No,
about?
hold on. You didn't see what the
They got a
Japan
league,
team
yeah.
punished? I don't know who we took over.
They got a
though.
league
Man,
already.
listen,
You remember? Did y'all see that?
I
though?
saw,
They
but
punished us.
listen, man, listen. They not. No. And I hear you, but I ain't buying it. I'm
You
not
ain't buying
buying
it?
it.
You
gonna watch?
I'm not buying it.
Man, they got some Chinese people that's probably good corners because they quick. You know what I'm saying?
Probably I quit.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, who gonna be that corner? You got. Oh, I got it.
Who?
No.
Yeah, we try to stay on air, legend. Don't say that crazy, man.
I'm just saying. I thought about Tua, but Tua's
Yeah, he's like, Samoa, yeah.
So
Can they even pull from NFL players? Like, you know how?
Yeah, they pull from NBA players.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know if they had the same type.
But
of
you
rules.
tell me something. Well, I'm sure there are some NFL players that are from other countries.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know no quarterbacks,
no stars.
no stars. I mean,
But you don't really need to be a star player to be the star flag football quarterback. You know
all right,
what I'm
so
saying?
here's
You
my
just gotta
question.
have some wiggle, man.
Yeah, you gotta be able to just
All
throw
right,
the ball.
so who gonna defend Tyreek? Just throw it up there, let him run.
Listen,
Nobody.
Let's
Nobody?
end this argument. Tyreek
Yeah.
is not playing on the national flag
You never
football
know.
team.
Oh,
It's
he
not
said
happening.
he wants to play.
He said he wants to play, but it's not going to
Man,
happen.
they can't guard Ocho right now.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell
Can't
you
guard T.O. right now.
They put everybody on one
Right,
side
for
of the
real.
field and put Tyreek over there and just throw it up.
Yeah.
And
It's
let
going
him
to be interesting. Like you said, where are they going to get the players from? Who's actually going to be on the team?
Is it 7-on-7? Like how are we playing this?
Man, I don't know
like,
what it is. I'm just saying we need to, if this is what the Olympics is coming to, we got to come up with this.
We got to come up with flag
And
football.
that's why I said about the breakdance. I'm like, dang, have we come to this low? Like, we
A
got
breakdancing
breakdancing in the Olympics?
So I'm assuming they're gonna have girls flag football too.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
because
it's
that'll be
men and
blowouts.
women's. Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. Maybe Australia with the rugby. Maybe those guys
Yeah.
can start to conform and know the NFL rules and try to. I don't know, but like you said, other countries. 92 set the precedent, so therefore people got to. Well, the kids at the time got to see what American basketball looked like and inspired to be like Jordan, Clyde, and all the rest of the guys. Where was that from 92 to now to where the European or overseas football players had somebody to look up to, be like, okay, now we could put a squad together for Japan or Australia or Indonesia.
Hey, Q, well, this one can happen. Your kid,
Okay.
right now, that's playing.
It's going to watch.
No, your kid is
Okay.
playing football right now, right?
Right. Yeah, my son, Lil Q. Shout out to him.
Here we go.
Where he play at?
Hayes.
So here's the thing. He gonna aspire to be an Olympian.
Because he can play flag
Be a
football.
be a flag football.
He play flag
That's
football
what we
now.
doing. Listen, that's what we doing.
Hey, NFL,
That's what we doing.
it's going to be harder to get to
NFL
NFL.
flag
But it's a
football
good
debate.
chance you get on that flag football team.
Hey,
National flag
Shout
football
out
team.
to Will, because we got David Atkinson. Hope I said your name right. Bengals are winning the Super Bowl.
What's up, David?
Wow.
Okay.
Hey, David, it's
Wow.
not going to happen, bro. I'll talk to you at work tomorrow. I know you just want to say something crazy, but David, it's not going to happen.
I mean, wow. I'm surprised you didn't say Dallas.
Nah, he's a Bengals fan, bro.
Look, man. Listen, it's the beginning of the season. Everybody can root for their team. It's just like all those Cowboy fans.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we all listen today as we speak.
the Cowboys are winning the
Let's see, what is
NFC
this?
East.
This is September 4th.
Right?
Sir.
Season ain't even started.
Uh-huh.
But I guarantee you
Talk to me, Chuck.
that every Cowboy fan
Talk to
right
me.
now
This is
saying,
the year.
This is the year. This
Skip
the
Bayless
year.
going crazy.
is the year. Everybody said we gonna do it this year. Zeke is back. Everybody's back.
Oh, Lord. Have
Right?
mercy.
And it's crazy because Skip don't have a show now, so
Yeah,
ain't no
yeah.
Dallas
No,
talk
no, no.
every
Oh,
day.
he got a podcast.
He got a podcast.
I know he got the
probably gonna
podcast,
jump.
but
No, y'all ain't seen.
I have
y'all
not
ain't-
seen it.
No, not that part. Him and Lil Wayne about to do a show together.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hey man, he's trying to get anybody now. to
That's
stay
what I
relevant,
said. I
though.
said, man, Skip got to give it up, bro.
Yeah,
He's desperate
sometimes
at this
it's over,
point.
though.
It's over. Yeah, like,
I
bruh.
think the biggest issue is a lot of people don't want to work with Skip. A lot of the big names that will help Skip get back to having a legit national
He
talk
gonna
show.
do a show a little Tunchi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Because that
Skip, at this
lineup he
point?
had Keyshawn Johnson, Paul Pierce.
He done ran everybody
I didn't
out.
like none of. I didn't like it. I didn't like none of it.
I like Keyshawn. Keyshawn was cool.
cool,
Paul Pierce,
bro.
he was all right sometimes.
I
But then
did
they
not
just
li-
had
I can't listen to
And
Paul
then he had
Pierce.
Lil Wayne, and then he had the whole
Michael
Young
Irvin.
Money coming in. I'm like, bro, what
Paul
are you
Pierce hates too
Keyshawn
much.
said he ain't never seen Brian dunk on somebody. I can't.
Yeah,
you
I
right,
can't
he
listen.
ain't
Keyshawn, I ain't been.
Brian jumped over somebody.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't listen.
He bodied. He bodied John Lucas. Just
jumped
bodied
over,
him.
yeah, jumped over his whole
He
body.
didn't. He bodied.
And then Jason Terry.
Jason Terry. That's what he bodied.
Jason Terry, yeah.
Yeah, man. But I'm just saying. saying? Who go, Lil Tunchi? Yeah, Skip.
Somebody said that show's gonna need subtitles at the bottom of it. But anyways, we're gonna take a quick commercial break
That's
on
my
Beyond the
dog,
Game
too. Sorry,
on
Lil
WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we'll talk about the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott, and his contract situation that I know Ralph is in love with.
My case.
Nah, man. Big fan of Lil Wayne, man. I always have been.
I'm a fan of Lil Wayne, but I ain't no fan of Lil Wayne on no TV show. Ain't nobody want to deal with him no more.
I mean, he pays attention to the
Q
game.
going
He knows the game. He knows the game.
I go in there with it.
Yeah.
Just to get on his nerves.
Yeah, he knows.
Just
the
to
game.
pick with him.
I go in there with to get paid.
That's what I said.
That's why I respect his opinion, because he actually pays attention and knows the game.
But I mean, if you want to look at it though, for real though, you making yourself look silly though, Skip.
Yeah.
I mean, because Skip was
He's
an icon
reaching.
back in the day.
He's reaching, bro.
You know, when I was in
That's
the
what I'm saying,
fans,
like,
bro,
at
I
what
used to
point-
watch Skip. You know what I'm saying, on the cold pizza.
All the
You know what I'm saying? I watched
Yeah,
cold pizza with him
100%.
and Woody Witchcott.
Before Stephen A. was even a thing.
Yeah, Stephen A. still had a hairline. You know what I'm saying? He was doing what was that shit he did?
It's like at play in the NBA. You seen that's just like KG at the end, Paul Pierce at the, it's like, bro, just let it go. It's over with, bro. Just let it go.
I think Skip still got it, man. That ego, bro, at
Just let
mouth
it go.
has gotten to him, bro. He's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, man. Nobody wants to work with him.
No,
bro.
that's what it is.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, these old people. I mean, you seen how Saban was looking at Pat McAfee
Absolutely.
during, when he was dancing.
Yeah.
Like them old people, go find something to do,
Exactly.
man. Go find something. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? For real.
to your point, bro, he was looking at McAfee silly, bro.
Man, he was
like,
looking at him silly, but like
old coaching.
this is his mind frame. He's worried about cover 2 right now. And Pat McAfee, he's having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. If you can tell in the background, we having a good time on this show. But we get ready to switch it over to quote-unquote America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott is in the final year of the contract that he signed in 2021. I think he's set to make $29 million and is set to be $55 million against the cap, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, he wants a new contract. Fellas, I'm going to throw it around the horn to you. He wants longer years. Cowboys want shorter years. Should Dak Prescott hold out for a long-term deal, or is a shorter contract the smart move for both sides? Ralph, I want you to cook
Hold
last
on.
on that.
Hold out for what?
Well, go ahead then. Let it go then, Ralph.
Listen, bro. Y'all know I've been a fan of Dak for a long time. I'm just not one of those people who think Dak is the worst quarterback in the league, because he's not. Numbers don't lie.
No, he's not.
But what I will say, Dak is
Top 20.
Bro, you ain't winning no playoff games. You ain't going to no NFC Championship games,
This
and
is
you
their
damn sure ain't going to no Super Bowl. So until you can at least get to the Super Bowl, Dak, don't hold out for nothing, bro.
Has
Win, and then you'll get paid.
Hold on. Has he even been to the divisional round?
No.
Okay. So you want a long-term deal. We ain't seen no NFC Championship appearance, let alone an NFC Championship trophy, a divisional win, and I got to give you 4, maybe 5 years, and we starting off at what, 50 mil?
No, sir.
Yeah.
There probably will be a team that will give him
there
that,
will be a
but it
team.
won't be the Dallas Cowboys.
As my dude Pete would say, guys, this ain't it.
This ain't it,
This ain't it. Be legend, man. What's your thoughts on it? Should Dak Prescott, hold out for a long-term deal, or is the shorter contract a smart move for both sides?
This is another rant of the day.
Okay.
But it's completely different than what y'all think.
Okay.
All these dudes around here getting paid, pay Dak his money.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you saying that.
Pay him his money. I'm not a Dak fan.
That's why I'm not
But do
expecting
you
that.
see all this money being thrown around the league?
Yeah.
All this money being thrown around the league.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, I mean, Dak's still putting up numbers. Dak's still doing, the things that,
Did you hear this boy say? He said, "Thank you."
What'd you say?
Because I say this all the time. I just like hearing you guys say this.
So
Thank you,
pulling
Jeff.
some of the facts, right?
Okay.
He's 31 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So he came off, probably his best year.
Right, statistical year.
Statistical year. He completed 70% of his passes,
Not bad.
4,500 yards, right? 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions,
That's pretty good.
which was 6 fewer than last year.
This guy kills me.
Right? So
Stats guy.
I'm just saying,
Numbers.
at the end of the day, pay that man his money.
So
I mean, you gonna pay-
you saying pay him just because everybody else is getting paid, not based off of what he's done.
What I'm saying is, last year was his best year.
Right.
He's giving you. It's not like he's declining.
Okay.
He's still putting up numbers. He's very productive. Now, was he the reason why they lost in that game?
Yep.
I'm gonna say
I'm
yeah,
not
but-
going. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm just going to say maybe he takes some of the blame. I don't know. Now, do I think that they're going to win the, NFC East? Probably not.
Yes.
He's the only one to pick the NFC.
Do I think that they're going to win the NFC? No. Do I think that they're going to win the Super Bowl? No. But at the end of the day, if you let them go, where you going? You ain't got nothing in
Trey
the
Lance.
cupboard.
Have you seen him lately?
Really?
Have you seen him
Bo
lately?
Nix?
Have you seen? Oh God!
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's how I know you not watching. You have not watched any preseason games if you gonna compare Trey Lance and Bo Nix, bro. It's not even close, bro.
So I'm just saying. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? All I'm saying, you didn't do anything. Look at Dallas's offseason. They didn't even bring a quarterback in.
No.
They ain't even trying to develop.
Do they still
nothing.
got Cooper Rush on the roster?
They do.
They do.
Those are
Okay.
the three quarterbacks.
But
Trey
at the end
Lance,
of
Cooper,
the day, if
and-
you're not gonna pay him, why don't you go get you somebody? Get him in, get him into the fold, start developing them, doing the things that's necessary. They didn't do anything. So my thing is, pay the man, pay him his money. I don't know how many years he's looking for. Now, I'm not going to pay him those 7 years.
No, I think he's looking for 5 years.
I would
You
say,
know,
yeah.
go ahead,
He's
pay him
31,
for,
so yeah, that's
go
not
pay him
bad.
for 5 years.
So
Give
that
him his
gives him a
money.
chance to get another big contract before he's out the door.
Pay him his money and be done with it. Because at the end of the day, what you going to get? Who else you gonna
Yeah,
get?
they ain't got no plan B right now.
They ain't got no.
So Dak is holding all the leverage then, basically.
unless you gonna go, unless Dallas tanks it. CD gets hurt.
Jerry.
Dallas tanks it. They get a top whatever,
5. Let's say top 5.
top 5 pick, and they can draft a quarterback. Otherwise, that ain't gonna happen because they gonna win games because that's what they do.
Right.
And then they choke. Right? So they're not gonna get a good draft pick. They're not gonna do any type of trades. So at the end of the day, pay him his money.
Why?
In the process of paying his money, try to find you a quarterback in there somewhere we can bring him in, develop him, and get him ready to go.
So if he's not winning playoff games and you pay him the money, then what?
Okay.
You get the same result. So why not get?
Okay, so-
why not get a
So if that's the
quarterback
case-
at a lower fee?
so if that's the
and
case,
get
just
to the
let him-
same result you're gonna get
So
with the
what you're
$50
saying
million
is,
quarterback.
and I mean, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but get you a Baker Mayfield type, average, mediocre.
You gonna get the same
quarterback,
results.
You gonna get the same results. So why pay?
So why wouldn't you go do that anyway?
Maybe that's what they're gonna do now.
They letting the contract play out.
They should just did that anyway.
You know that's not how Jerry moves.
What? That's why they lose.
That's why the Cowboys.
I mean, I mean, the way y'all talking is like Dak hasn't won games though. Dak has won games.
He had one game.
in the regular season.
I'm talking about the big game.
He's won games, but okay. So I'm gonna give you my perspective on this because I used to live down in Texas, right? With
the crazy.
and I
With
was
the crazy.
and look, and
nuts.
I was incarcerated in Texas. I wasn't out in
Okay.
the streets.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Dallas Cowboy fans, you talk about UK fans, they're
10
you know
times
what I'm
worse.
saying? Yeah, 10 times
No,
worse. Because
100%.
guess what? Because you got all nationality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're like roaches. They're everywhere.
But look though, but here's the thing. Like the Cowboys have really they're cursed kind of. If you want to be if you want to be, they've had great teams, can't win.
Ooh.
Then when they are weak though they weak. But
Facts.
but Dak has at least over the last 5-6 years. Once remember he broke his ankle. Once he came back from that, he's been putting up numbers, and it's evident because CD Lamb got a big contract.
Absolutely.
So Dak's the one throwing him the ball.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
I just feel like Troy Aikman really wasn't a dog for real. He had Emmitt Smith.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
and
everybody.
Michael Irvin
Yeah.
and Alvin Harper. You know what I'm
Jay
saying?
Novacek.
And a hell of an offensive line.
So listen, so those championships that they won back then, they were not on Aikman's shoulders. You know what I mean? So now it seems like everything's on Dak's shoulders. And Dak you got to have a complete team. Like for real, the defense in the play, towards the end of the season, they wasn't the same.
Right.
Michael Parsons and them wasn't doing what they were doing at the beginning of the season. So I feel like in today's market, they backed the Brinks truck up for your boy in Cleveland,
Who, Deshaun?
Watson. Yeah,
They gave Kirk Cousins money.
everybody's getting
Fully
bread.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Look, they gave Kirk Cousins that money and drafted a quarterback.
Absolutely, you're right.
So
And Kirk Cousins loses too, but go ahead.
yeah. So if I'm Dak, I hold the cards right now. You know what I'm saying? The market is right now. I really don't get into the money, but I just do know this, that these guys is making Will Smith money. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? They're making Will Smith money off in movies he used to make.
Yes, sir.
That's what they're making right now. So why come Dak can't get that? They're America's
Yeah.
team. What? They're worth what? 10 times more than any other franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So evidently he's doing something right.
And I think that Dak, and the thing about this is I think Dak will get the money. I'm just saying as far as Dallas doesn't have to be the team that pays him.
I really think another team would pay him.
They
though, for
will.
real.
It's a guarantee they're
You know
going
what
to
I'm
pay
saying?
him.
Because he's not weak, though,
He's
man.
not.
Dak's not weak.
Hey,
They'll tell you, I'm a Dak supporter. I've been a Dak supporter.
All I'm saying, the question on the table.
Dak
right.
and the Patriots.
What?
Oh God.
Dak and the Patriots. They need a court. Well, they drafted Drake May from UNC.
They're not going. They're going to roll with Drake May.
Okay, I'm looking at Titans. They got Will Levis. What you think about that? They gonna keep him?
He's a Kentucky product.
But he's suspect, though. You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
so
he's still on.
Okay, so Tennessee might be a potential team. Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
Nah, the Teddy gonna keep that.
Okay.
That's gonna be fine.
What about the revolving
Somebody won't go
door?
that
So hold on,
Not
you would
Teddy.
rather have. Hold on. So right now, if you were starting a franchise, you'll take Bridgewater over.
No,
It's
that's
not
what I'm
Bridgewater. It's your boy.
That's Teddy Bridge.
It's
not
not-
Bridge.
no,
Not Bridge.
Geno,
Geno. I mean,
Yeah,
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
You'll take Geno Smith.
No, what I'm saying is, they're not going to go out looking for a quarterback. They're cool with Geno Smith.
Okay.
And don't nobody want to go out there. See that.
What about the
Raiders all
Raiders?
the time.
What about who?
Dak and the Raiders.
Yes,
I
that's
can
a
see
good
that.
fit.
That's a good
I
fit.
can see that.
That's a good fit.
That's the only really team that really the only teams that really need. Everybody
Saints-
else either
the
has a
Saints-
young quarterback.
Miguel
Saints-
said the
Okay,
Saints is
okay,
good.
Saints with Derek Carr. I don't really see him going to maybe the Giants
The
because
Buccaneers need a quarterback.
we good. We got our man for the
Nah,
future.
you need a quarterback.
We got
y'all already paid Baker.
Hey, is
Well,
Baker-
how about this? Baker already got 50% of Dak's playoff wins already
Talk about
in
it.
one season. So
Right.
we good.
Q. I'm
But
fine
hey,
with that.
Q, here's the
said
thing,
Q.
though. Here's the thing. Did Baker make those things happen, or was this a team effort? I mean, did the defense show up? Because you're a Buccaneers
You
fan.
want me to keep it a buck? Want me
Yeah.
to keep it a bean? The Eagles were just sorry, and we just took advantage of a sorry Eagles team
Andrew
at that particular
Shine
time.
Donovan.
So
I know y'all not gonna
It
allow
wasn't
that.
really because we really kind of slid in because we was the best team in the worst division last year. I think we skated in with 9 wins, if I'm not mistaken.
They
Y'all
still the
barely
worst
made it.
division, ain't it?
We probably because they gave us the top 4 easiest schedules. So we still the worst division. So we was just the best team in the worst division, and we just happened to catch an Eagles team that was crap at the end of the season. So it was like the perfect storm for us to get that win. So
Right.
it wasn't that Baker did anything spectacular or the defense did. We just caught the Eagles slipping and just hit them with the.
Well, you know, another team, don't sleep on, even though they drafted, what's his name? Don't sleep on them. The Vikings, that could be a good fit for them, too.
Yeah, I like the
Who's
kid.
their quarterback though?
Right now, it's
Right
Sam
now,
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
They got the
J-
McCarthy kid.
I know
from
he's done.
Michigan,
He's
but
done,
yeah,
done for the
yeah.
year.
But that's why I said they drafted him. But I'm just saying,
Oh.
you know. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that the man's putting up numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The man's
No argument there.
He's got wins. You know, he's done. They don't win the big games. We can
That's what I'm
accept
saying. They
that.
cursed though behind that. I
We
think
can
something just-
accept that. But if we just gonna call it, you know, keep it a buck, and look at his numbers.
Well, I got Mr. Jarrell Williams. He says, as a Cowboys fan, Dak doesn't deserve a dime. There comes a point in time when your
See what I'm
QB
saying?
has to win a game.
Well,
And that's all I'm saying.
see
I'm
what
not
I'm
saying
saying?
Dak won't get the
You
money.
mean like win the big game for you?
Yeah.
Make a play. You got to make a play here. and there.
there's 100 million guys out there. Patrick Surtain, he ain't won no game, and they paid him all that money
They
in
got
Denver.
to. They got to.
Why?
Who else we got? We don't have no.
Okay, who else Dallas got?
They don't have a Michael Parsons or a CD
Okay,
Lamb.
but who else Dallas got the quarterback?
They can go get.
They can go
one.
get an
They can
average
get one
guy.
in free agency.
Okay, who?
They don't. So because when you say who, you're talking about a star. There's
No.
There's gonna be a free agent. There's gonna be
What
a
I'm
guy.
saying is, listen to me, Ralph. What I'm saying, if you go back to the free agency that was out there this year,
Right.
who would they have gotten?
Maybe not this year, but again, Dak was still going into his last year. So
Exactly. They
maybe
really
this
have to look.
offseason, there might be some teams that, shake up their quarterback room. Like, for instance,
I believe that's what's gonna happen.
A Derek Carr might become available. I'm just
Absolutely.
saying.
How many teams he been on? He's the real jerk.
Man, ain't
About
no
3.
way in.
I'm just saying.
I just think that the Cowboys won't be the team that
Jerry
pays Dak.
is not taking no bum like that.
No.
He got a
I
bum
don't
already.
care what you say.
He's
I
going
hear
to get
you.
Shador, man. Shador
They want
Sanders
to.
is coming
That's
through.
who he wants.
Why?
I believe that.
That's who he wants.
I believe that. Now I can see something like
You
that.
know what? He's all about pedigree.
Now-
And Dion's gonna be the head coach.
Ike said, tell Dak we heard
And
it. Lex
Dion's
Train.
gonna be the head coach. So they get Shador and Dion will be the
Package
head coach.
deal.
Package deal. Book it.
Yeah, I'm a one. I'm a one up you,
Book it.
LeBron. That's what Prime's talking about right there. I'm a one up you.
Yeah. book it.
now that would be TV.
Come on now.
Now that would be TV.
If that ain't Jerry Jones, that is.
But here's the thing, though. But Prime ain't going for Jerry hogging up the mic, though. You know how Jerry does.
No, I know. They gonna have a conversation.
Because Dallas coaches can't defend it. They can't talk.
Now that is primetime TV.
Come on now.
Because because when McCarthy don't win this year.
Oh yeah, McCarthy's gone.
Because he ain't.
He gone.
The Dallas Cowboy fan, Jarrell, he agrees with you. I said Jerry has not paid him because he's waiting on Deion and Shador.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Yep. That's what's going on right now.
Come on, boy.
If that go,
it's gonna be a party in Dallas, boy.
Hey, man.
It is gonna turn up in Dallas.
And then it may get even crazier. They may take both to Sanders.
Come on, man.
They just may. They just may.
Listen, one up in LeBron, man. That's what Prime's on right there.
Is that what he's on?
You talking about turning it up,
man? I like
Dallas. Would be off.
I like
you talking about America's team?
Yeah.
You talking about America's team? America's team. Man, but speaking of Shador, college football, and all the things that come with that, Dabo Sweeney right now is a little bit of a hot seat.
And Florida State.
Florida State.
Yeah, we're gonna say Florida State for me.
That's all me. We're gonna both go in.
I love Florida State. So Dabo Sweeney, my man, the coach of the Clemson Tigers for right now, anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
Has Dabo Sweeney's time come to end at Clemson, or can he lead the program back to its glory days? Now, to be fair, he has won 2 national championships for Cleveland. I mean, not Cleveland, for Clemson, but that was in, what was it? Hold on,
It was 16 and 18.
16 and 18. Appreciate that. So, give him his due props. And also, it's not like he's not has won in the previous, since the last national championship. He's 2-2 in bowl games. He's actually 40-12 overall, including the 9-4 season last year. But this is the thing that's got people asking, is it time for Dabo to leave? Because he's not a big fan of the transfer portal or the NIL. Dabo Sweeney has a clear philosophy: build a program from the ground up. His belief is in high school recruiting, and the development of homegrown talent has yielded remarkable results. He doesn't want to hit the transfer portal.
That's correct.
It's gonna get you in trouble.
As far as the NIL, he said, I've always said I'm against the professionalization of college athletics. The best thing for coaches in kind of world we're in right now is for them to be employees. The worst thing is for them to be employees. This is not a world that we want for 18-year-olds. I think we have lost our way, and we need to. And then he stops himself. He says, I'm all for NIL. I think NIL is awesome. I'm all for enhancing the scholarships however we want to. Now, this is my thing. I'm going to let y'all cook. For the past 70,000 years, that's the excuse they gave kids. Oh, well, you get an education, you get an education. Now kids is like, nah, I can get an education and I can get my bread. Well, Dabo Sweeney's like, well, I'm not hitting the transfer portal and I'm not going to get you your bread.
So see the struggles?
So it's only going to get worse. Because why you think Nick Saban got out of college football?
Damn,
he's going to have to start.
My point right
he's
there.
going to have to start paying these kids. So Dabo, you got a choice. And this goes to the great Jermaine Cole. You either play the game or let the game play you. I be that broke. Talking about I stayed true.
Come on, man.
So Dabo, you can hold on to your stance and be like, I'm not gonna get these players no money, and I'm not gonna hit the transfer portal. Well, guess what? Then. You're gonna be in BTG radio show with us right here,
and we got a spot for you.
And we got a spot for you too.
Right.
So I think, and I gave him about 2 more years. If he doesn't conform to what the way college football is right now, he's gonna be out of a job. But Ralph Clay, go ahead, cook, man.
Q, what more do I need to say, brother? You really cook right there.
You did.
And this is a very simple topic, and it's a very simple answer that I'm gonna give. The ship has sailed, Dabo. You either gonna jump on the ship, which is NIL deals, which is transfer portal, which is the new wave of college football, or you gonna get left behind. And it seems like, brother, that ship is sailing, and you over here waving goodbye, because Dabo is just not gonna work, man. Those old ways. This is 2024, and things are only gonna change for the worse, man. I'm not a fan of the kids getting the amount of money that they're getting. I do think the kids should be paid for, basically because they're bringing all this money to these institutions, being these schools. So I do agree that they should be paid, but there is a limit that we have to set there, because some of these kids are getting ridiculous money, man. It's hard to tell these kids anything. This may be a topic for another day. We can even talk about Shador in Colorado and how I feel like all the money and attention that he's gotten has kind of affected that program a little bit. But that's a topic for another day. But I said
if that's the way he feels, then go to high school coaching. If that's how he feels, be legend. What's your thoughts on that? Is it time for him to get on up out of there?
Well, if this is the philosophy that he's going to keep,
that was his words.
Then he's not going to have a choice. They're going to end up putting him out.
Yeah.
Because college sports has just changed. It
is what it is.
And that's just within the last, 2 years?
It's
Come on, bro.
It is completely different. These guys are getting paid astronomical dollars. Now, do I think that it becomes very difficult to coach some of these kids? Absolutely.
Of course.
It changed the narrative in terms of everything that's going on with these kids going to school. These kids ain't going to school.
They
for
not going to
education.
class.
They're going to school to get this money.
Right.
And if they're talented enough, they're trying to go to the pros, et cetera, et cetera. But it's all about the dollar bill.
Come on, bro.
And everything is changing. All these schools are going through with the passing of the laws of the NCAA. All these schools from your Power Fives all the way down to your HBCUs. All these schools are trying to figure it out. Other than the Power Fives, because they just got the money to do whatever they want to do.
Right.
The smaller schools are trying to figure it out because ultimately what this does is that it changes the narrative in a lot of different ways for the smaller schools, for the private schools, because now, some of those kids are not going to your Power Fives, not going to your big schools. They're going to have to drop down to go to your lower D1 schools, maybe your D2 schools and some D3 schools. So the competitive landscape becomes better across all college sports because these players are going to get spread out because the schools can no longer just carry all these athletes anymore. And so now that athletes know when they come in and they're getting recruited, they'll come to you and say, hey, Q, you may come and say, hey, I'm recruiting you, for the school. And then they say, okay, well, how much you giving me? Because they know you they know you have scholarships.
Yep.
They know this. They know you have
That's why
money.
you in my living room to begin
So
with.
if you don't give up that money,
I'll
then
go
I
somewhere
won't.
else.
I'm going somewhere else.
Okay,
they gonna
conversation
give-
over.
So
Appreciate
all
you
these,
stopping by.
and not only that, so then you have the other side to it, and some of these other rules that are changing in NCAA, where the redshirt rules that they're reviewing that within the next year, that could potentially change because now you're going to play X amount of games. And then, to be redshirted, well, now they may increase those games, plus let you play like bowl games. And,
What?
Oh yeah, everything's changing.
When money gets involved, things change.
Things change.
Everything's changing the whole dynamic. But the biggest thing is what happens is as soon as these seasons are over, these kids jump in the portal.
Come on now.
And they jumping in the portal.
Where can I get the bag?
That's what I was
And
going to say.
it's just like, how can I get, who's going to pay me the bag? And it's not about having somebody, like you need an agent or something or whatever, because the rules are what? When you're with a school, technically no other school can talk to you. Right? Oh, that's out the window because they talking to everybody else to get to you.
Absolutely.
So the game has just changed across the board.
And Dabo Sweeney's behind.
Well,
Go ahead, Will.
here's the thing, man. Like Dabo, I think Dabo's like 53 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, something like
53.
that, yeah.
Stuck in his
So,
ways.
yeah, he's,
Yeah. Like
I'm in my
Saban.
50s, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? But one thing I'm not stubborn about is when it comes to the money.
Come on now.
And when it comes to money, you have to be able to evolve. And, Dabo, like I said, he's old school. But here's one thing, though. Clemson fans have been spoiled, if you want to be, because they ain't one. It probably me or you, the only ones that was born in '81 when they won a championship.
Exactly. They wasn't doing nothing before that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was 1981, and then the two that they just got in the last 5-6 years. You know what I mean? So sometimes, man, like we live in a microwave society now where everything's instant.
Yep.
He done spoiled these people, but Dabo has to change.
He has to.
He has to change because it'll be like Cal, how the fans kind of ran Cal out. You know what I mean?
Well, Cal got to change. He got to change too.
Yeah, it'll be the same because I know Clemson has a hell of a fan base.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
They do, 100%.
And they going off.
support.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got all that literature over there about them because they're staying on these pages and they're like, how is it that we're Clemson and we can't conform to the rules?
That's right.
That everybody, it ain't like everybody's cheating. Ain't nobody cheating.
The rules
I know
are for
the rules are
everybody.
the rules. It's all
For
legal.
everybody.
It's all legal. So guess what? You're gonna see about another year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say another year they're gonna knock. Come on in, Dabo. we gotta have a talk because
pressure.
Because guess what? You 4-15 against Power 4 teams.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Or it's 4-15 or 7. I think it's 4-15.
It's a terrible record.
Yeah. So, let me see here. I got it right.
There'll
here.
never be
No. He's 7-15.
7-15.
7-15 against Power 4 teams. But that's not Clemson, though.
That's not.
Not the recent Clemson.
Yeah.
But they can never compete against the Georgias.
You cannot.
And
Louisville's going to beat. Louisville's going to punish him.
Texas.
Yeah, they can't compete because they don't have
the athletes.
Yeah, they don't have that. It's just like Notre Dame. Notre Dame is one of those schools that will not conform.
Yeah.
It's Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Now they probably conform a little bit, but not because they still have high standards. See, it's not about the money. See, they still got high standards in terms of who can actually go to their school.
Right.
So you have to have grades. They will not conform.
No, they're not.
They're not going to conform.
No.
Man.
But these other schools,
But you know what though? Notre Dame can because of the history and
Yeah,
the
that's right.
aura of
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's different than Clemson.
Yeah.
Clemson is South Carolina where a lot of people are poverty. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't go in that grandmother's kitchen and sell your program and she's looking on TV and just seeing that so-and-so just got this amount of money.
Come on now.
Come on.
Well,
So he's not coming there.
conversation's over.
Man, listen to this. I read a report. They said, because I'm a Buckeyes fan, so they said Ohio State's roster, $20 million roster.
Right.
Dabo, $20 million roster.
Dabo's
If you're not willing to pay us some money to these kids, bro, you're gonna
that
struggle.
is
Dabo-
insane.
Here's the thing, though,
$20 million
a college roster.
A college roster.
Hold on.
$20 million roster, bro.
But Vanderbilt, I can talk baseball. Vanderbilt, Auburn. I mean, those dudes, they're all paid by endowments. They don't even use scholarships. It's all endowment money.
It's just a different way of paying them. That's all it is.
It is.
It's just-
But to wrap up the show real quick, Clay, what you got for me over there on the
Oh
fumbles?
man, I didn't think we was gonna have enough time.
we
man.
got 2 minutes. We
Yeah,
can
we're
get
gonna
real
go.
quick.
We're gonna go.
Go ahead.
So this
year.
week's fumble.
You
of
can
the
say
week-
this year the way it's
this
going.
year.
Nah, man. This week, this team, hey, Florida State, we meet here again. Here we are.
Boo boo.
Man, you start. Listen, man, 13-0 to the next 3 games. You go 0-3. I don't know if it's the quarterback. I don't know if it's the offense. I don't know if it's the defense. I don't know if it's the coach. But, man, something has to change, man. I thought that y'all took that L to Georgia Tech. I thought y'all would bounce back.
That's what you said last week.
I was like, man, they still got a chance to be a playoff team. This a 12-man playoff.
They cost everybody money.
Man, and then y'all dropped the ball again. I just want y'all to look at these numbers. I'm just going to throw just one category out there to
What you got for me?
Rushing yards.
How would they get?
Week 1 against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech had 190 rushing yards.
That is correct.
Florida State had 98.
That's not
correct.
good.
In week 2 against Boston College.
Against who?
Boston
They
College.
got manhandled.
Boston College had 263 yards rushing.
But-
Can y'all give me a number of what Florida State had rushing?
Hold on. 30.
About 60.
21. So you're telling me
Deion Sanders
Did
number.
he get sacked a lot? He had to.
y'all telling me that in 2 games that y'all have been outrushed by 300 and damn near 35 yards, bro. This is not Florida State football. I don't know what you guys are out there doing.
Maybe
if
it
y'all
is.
didn't fire the coach yesterday, can y'all please fire the coach today? Because something has to change, man.
Hey, they gonna knock
Florida
on Prime's
State,
door.
man.
Hey, they
Jerry
already.
Burr get him
Florida
before
State.
Prime.
What is going on? Daniel, come back, man.
I ain't heard Daniel
They
talking
need
about
you.
Florida State
You
in a
said he was doing grown man business. He was out in Vegas doing grown man
That's
business.
all right.
I think it's time for him to come
He's
back,
back
and go
now.
take a trip to Tallahassee.
Be
bro.
legend. What
Well,
you
look, I'm gonna stay right on that topic.
What
man.
you got
Florida
for me?
State is just terrible.
Terrible.
I don't know what I don't know what's going on. I mean, maybe some of it's the quarterback. Maybe it's not. I mean, some of the throws that the quarterback was making, it was hitting them boys straight in the hands.
Come on, man.
I mean, they were just dropping them.
I don't know
mean,
what's going
I
on,
have
bro.
no idea what that is. I don't know what defense that is. See, I'm going back to the days with Derrick Brooks.
Come on now.
With Dion. With Charlie Ward.
Talk to him.
Warwick Dunn.
Talk to him.
What's the last guy that just won the Heisman? What was it? Ward, the guy that went to play for
Peter
the Bengals.
Ward.
Peter Ward, man.
Yeah, I mean, you had killers that come from
on,
Florida
bro.
State. I don't know who these dudes are. I don't know who any. Did this dude transfer from Oregon State that came there? He's supposed to be the man.
No, he came from Clemson.
Yeah, he came from Dabo.
I mean,
Listen,
yeah,
man, whenever
whatever it was, yeah.
He
Clemson.
done been to 3 stops though in college,
Exactly.
bro. Whenever you been a journeyman, bro, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, something ain't-
It's not
especially
them,
in
it's you.
And this dude comes in, he can't make a throw. He's overthrowing everything. I mean, I don't know who these people are on defense. This is Florida State, man. This is Florida State.
21
This Bobby
21
Bowden.
rushing yards.
rolling over in his
21.
grave.
This Bobby Bowden, man.
Come on, man.
This Jimbo Fisher.
Come on, man.
This Florida State.
Come on, man.
And this is what we do. You lose to
Boston College.
Boston College
And G-Tech.
and Georgia Tech.
Back to back.
That don't happen.
And those are conference games.
Hey, and them are two higher institutions.
Yeah.
And it's to open up the season.
It's 2 conference games. So you're already 2-0 in the conference.
0-2
in the conference already.
And I guarantee you this. I guarantee you they got their payroll is high too.
Come on,
I
man.
bet it is.
I bet they
I bet
payroll
it
is
is.
high.
But man, we appreciate Will for stopping by
Man,
from
come
48
back,
to Zone
brother.
to kick it with us. Hopefully, we can get him back in here in the building. We get ready to get up out of here. Thank you everybody for tuning in to another great show, Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. As always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We're about this thing, y'all. Peace.
Peace.